Hi there, welcome to this video on two-way tables. I'm going to look at two exam questions and try and help you be able to do these for the exam. So, example 1. A factory makes three sizes of bookcase. The sizes are small, medium and large. Each bookcase can be made from pine, oak or yew. The two-way table shows some information about the number of bookcases the factory makes in 1 week. So basically a two-way table will be when you've got two categories and the two categories are related to each other. So this is the type of wood used and this is the size of the bookcase that will be made. So some of the information has already been given for us and we've got to try and complete it. So the small bookcases, we're given that there's 20 of them, 7 are pine, 3 are yew, so the rest must be oak. So 7 and 3 makes 10, so the missing number here must be 10. We're given all the information about the yew tree bookcases, so that's fine. And what you're looking for is where there's just one gap in all of the bits of information. So here we're given 2 out of the 3 bits of information that make up all of the oak ones, so we can work out this one here. So there are 34 oak tree bookcases altogether, 10 are small, 16 are medium, so that's 26 altogether. So what's left is 36, take away the 26, so there must be 8 large oak bookcases. Altogether there are 14 large bookcases, so we can use this information here. 2 add 8 is 10, so there must be 4 that are large pine bookcases because they must add up to this total here. You can see what's happening as we fill spaces in our table, we end up being able to work out another one. So now we've got 2 of these bits of information for the 3 available. So what we're going to do now is see how many medium pine bookcases there are. So there's 23 altogether. So 7 add 4 is 11. So 11 pine bookcases are either small or large. So there must be 12 that are medium, because then they now add up to 23. So we've sort of filled in most of it now. So all we need to do is fill out these two. Well, 12 add 16 is 28. 28 add 8 is 36. So there are 36 medium bookcases, and we need to now fill out how many bookcases there are altogether. So we can add these up. 23 add 34 is 57. Add 13 is 70. Let's just check that this adds up to the same. 20 add 36 is 56, add 14 is 70. So hopefully we've done that correctly. So that's how we do these. Now, one of the things that happens occasionally is that you're given a question like this and students don't recognise that it's a two-way table because it's not given as a two-way table. Now this is why it's essential to practice past papers, because then you'll start to see them. But essentially what you're looking for is 2 categories that are linked together. So in this one, as you'll see, it's going to be whether they're boys and girls and how they get to school. So let's just read the question. So Felicity asked 100 students how they came to school one day. Each student walked or came by bicycle or came by car. 49 of the 100 students are girls, 10 of the girls came by car, 16 boys walked, 21 of the 41 students who came by bicycle are boys. Work out the total number of students who walk to school. So what I need to do to start with is I need to set up my two-way table. So we need boys and girls, and we're going to need total as well. And the other thing that we're going to need is how they got there. So they either walked, or they came by car, or they came by bicycle. And again we're going to need the total as well. So let's start filling in the information. So we know that there's 100 altogether, so I can fill that bit in. We know that they're going to add up to 100. We know that 49 of the students are girls, so we know that the total number of girls is 49, so we know that there must have been 51 boys. This is the total number of boys, this is the total number of girls. So we can tick the information after we've done it. 10 of the girls came by car. So of the girls, 10 of them came by car. So we've got that information done. Then we've also got, so let's tick that off, we've also got 16 boys walked. So of the boys, 16 walked. 21 of the 41 students who came by the bicycle are boys. So 21 of the 41 students who came by bicycle. So we now know that 41 students came by bicycle, and of those 21 are boys. So I'll put that information in. Work out the total number of students who walked to school. So what I'm going to do is just generally fill in the gaps and then fill out the whole table and then consider this question. I think that's the safest way of doing this, rather than try and focus on that bit at this moment. So I'm just going to use a different colour here so we know what we've added. That's what we've just gained from reading that and filling in the information. So what we're looking for is where we've just got in any row or column one gap. Now at the moment we've only got one gap here, so this is the bit we're going to try and work out. So this is how many students came by bicycle, and there's 41. 21 were boys, so 41 take away 21 is 20. So we now know 20 girls came by bike. Again, we're looking for any row or column where there's one gap. There's one gap here, so we should be able to work this one out. 49 students are girls, 20 came by bike, 10 came by car, so what's left must have walked. So 49, subtract 20, subtract 10, gives us 19. So we now know 19 girls walked. So again, still looking for a row or a column where there's one gap. Here's a row with one gap. So this is how many boys that there were that came by car. So we can work that out because we know there's 51 boys altogether. Take away 21 gives us 30. Take away 16 gives us 14. So 14 boys came by car. Again, we're just looking for any row or column with one gap. We've got these two that's actually just got one gap in each of these columns. So this is just how many pupils walked. So 16 add 19, which is 35. How many came by car? 14 add 10 is 24. So I've completed my table. Let's go back to thinking about the question. Work out the total number of students who walked to school. So we've shown our working with our table, and the number of students who walked to school is 35. Okay, hope that's helped.